Good evening, good evening, good evening. What I'm talking about tonight, I was reading up on how this rehabilitation center in Florida, how the man wants to get his mother out of the facility to return her home, and the facility refused to let the mother be able to go home. And I think that is sad if somebody wants to bring you home and take care of you. This is starting to be very ridiculous. And what he's saying that he asked nurses could he take his mama home, and they said no, you don't have no right to take your mother home, and if you take her home, we're gonna call the police. And it's getting really bad in those places. This is like the mark of the beast or something. Once they got you, that's it. So you better be careful about putting your mother or your father in a home because you might not be able to get them out. It's starting to be pretty bad. I have never heard of anything like that. And this happened in Florida. The guy wants to take her home, and they threaten, if you try to take her, we're gonna call the police. What kind of mess is that? I'm starting to hear too much. This is about facilities. And then another thing I'm hearing, once they have your child, once they have your children, they'll take them and you won't even know where they at. I mean, I understand that something made it happen in your life, but to keep your family away from your children, that's pretty bad. That's a little sick. This is I guess with CPS, they're taking people, children, and dumping them where you don't know where they at, and that's pretty bad. I understand the child might have did something, but you still got your mother here. I guess that person still has a father here and stuff like that. It's starting to be ridiculous how the system is handling your kids. CPS is taking your children and you don't know where they at, and that child got a grandmother. That's ridiculous. I know that's terrified. If I was a child and somebody took me away and I didn't get to see my mom or my grandmother, that's a little scary. And I'm just praying for those that are in there. They need to have a campaign about that. Just snatching your kid and just taking them anywhere you want to take them. Then when you call, they don't know where your kid at. That's a little scary. That's a little bit uncomfortable. That's a little bit uncomfortable to be sitting back thinking about, if somebody do this to me, this is what's going to happen. It's pretty sad. So I'm talking about the dopes that goes into these facilities, how you might want to get your mother out, and they say if you take her out, we're going to call the police. That's a little scary. And then with the children's situation, they take the child out and they never let you know where the child is at. That's a little scary. Both of it is pretty scary. I know that the state and everything is desperate for money, but to do all that, that's uncalled for, because it can happen to your mother, it can happen to your father. When it comes to adults, with kids, it can happen to your child, it can happen to your grandchild, it can happen to your niece, it can happen to your nephew, it can happen to your great nephew, it can happen to your great niece, and so on. This is ridiculous. These people really need help. I don't think society should take your kid and you don't know where the child is at, unless you didn't really, I guess, did something, But if you got other family around, that's devastated, to keep your kid hidden, and take them out at night. That's a little scary. To take your child at night and you don't even know where your child is, then the authority won't tell you. That is ridiculous. And then I'm talking about Children Protective Service, and then I'm talking about Adult Protective Service far as, you being in the care center, how they just do not care less they have the money. They probably sit there and let you get rotten with pressure sores and everything and just say it's okay. So this is all I'll be talking about tonight. May Daily Opinion. This is my opinion, not yours, your opinion. But you can write anything you need to write at the bottom. You can follow me on all networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Linkwist, TikTok, and YouTube. If you follow me on YouTube, I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I want you to write me if you decide to get this book in July. I wrote my second book, A Wife Fighting Against All Odds. It's Mabel, M-A-B-L-E, Collins, C-O-L-L-I-N-S, 703 @gmail.com. You have a wonderful, blessed night, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.